Hey guys and gals, it's Blake. Sorry I'm running a little bit late. You know, it's funny. Do you guys use, how many of you use an iPhone, or how many of you use like a wireless headsets? Anybody use wireless headsets? Anybody? Alex, you do. Carl, you do. Lorraine, you know, I have these Beats one, and you know, my kids have the the ear pods or whatever, and it's funny. I don't use them except when I'm like working out. And so this way I'm like, I've got music going because I just kind of let them charge. But when I'm actually having like conversations with people, like, that I don't know how long it's going to be, I still use wired headphones because I just don't want my batteries to die when I'm like, in the middle of having a conversation. Anyway, I'm sorry. I was just I was wrapping up a conversation. You guys know, and I'm going to stop for a moment and just talk to you for a second before we go into the charts. You guys know that we have some pretty exciting news coming up here in the next, well, it'll be on Tuesday or on Friday. Hopefully Tuesday, but it might actually get pushed to Friday, July 9th. I'll be out of town, but it doesn't matter if I'm in town or not out of town. It's not going to change anything. We're just trying to, finish up all the fine details. It's really exciting stuff. It's really exciting for you guys. Even if you don't have a premium subscription for ForexAnalytix, if you're just, you have the light version, it's still going to be exciting because you're going to get bigger bang for your buck. And obviously, if you guys are premium members, you're going to get bigger bang for your buck. So it's all good. It's all good stuff. Matter of fact, I think it's good for both parties involved. And it's great for everybody involved. It's just, but it's something I can't obviously tell you guys the details just yet. But it's something we've been working on for the last couple months, 2-3 months. It's not, I wish it was as easy as flicking a switch and making things happen. Life would be so much easier if it was just that way, but it's not. We were hoping to have it done like, a couple weeks back, but it's just, it's just do all the fine tuning of everything. So anyway, Alex says, the one I use is completely wireless and range is huge. I can walk around the house and speak with perfect quality. I do not have anything with the brand. The base connects to the computer, phone, and mobile, and then you connect to the headset via wireless. I probably, my Beats headphones are really actually pretty good. But I've had them for a while. I probably should just get some of the whatever they are for the iPhone, the iPods. One of my sons uses them. It's funny. He just uses he keeps one in all the time. And then he walks around the house so he can hear if, we're talking to him, but it's so crazy. Who would have thunk? Anyway, let's talk about the market. Screw all that. I wanted to kind of update you guys on, what was happening with the other thing. The other thing. I'm excited about it though. It's really neat changes are coming to ForexAnalytix. So it's good. We're always, I want to say that we're always trying to, one thing that if you guys haven't been around us for a long time, ForexAnalytix or myself, I am not a guy that will sit around and just kind of, let things happen. I want to try to keep things moving forward, making sure that, whatever we do, we're improving for you guys, your experience. Some decisions are obviously better than others. Some are poorer than others, but we try our best to develop things for you guys to make them better along the way. So just want you guys to always know that we're constantly thinking along those lines, if you will. And this one's a pretty exciting one. Speaking of which I just did a video too, about an hour ago about how to identify overbought and oversold. Most of you guys already know this information, but it's more of a trainings. We're putting together some training series for like newer traders, but I think you're going to enjoy it. You know, it's watching those videos I think are good, even if you're a seasoned, you know, chart technician or you've been in the markets for a long time, because it's a refresher. You know, having a refresher of anything is always good because you forget sometimes like some of the key components, right? All right, let's talk a little bit about what's happening with the currency market. First of all, the dollar is, you know, if I was short the dollar, I would not be comfortable right now. And that is a video that I'm putting together tomorrow, which just to let you guys know is being filmed tomorrow. How to stay in a profitable trade longer. But you know, if you're looking at the dollar right now, the dollar index, I mean, the pullbacks have been very minor. Notice what I drew out this morning. If you're on the face webinar, I drew out the trend line, right? This one. Look at how we respected it. I mean, pullbacks are shallow. Pullbacks are shallow. Patty said, which thing did you mean? The first thing or the second thing? Oh, I don't know. I don't even know what thing we're talking about now. So I'm moving on, Patty. I'm moving on. Moving on. Anyway, he said, kidding. I was kidding. Good, because I don't even know. Anyway, so the dollar's holding up really well. And again, if you're short the dollar, you're probably thinking, yeah, I mean, look at the dollar index. Euro is approaching trend lows here. It's at risk of at least very bare minimum, I think, right now. And I'm not saying you should just target this, but I'm thinking very bare minimum. The euro is at least going to probe these lows, maybe hit this 127% extension right here, and pop back up ahead of the jobs report, right? Because you know, if you're out there, a couple things that are an issue right now. If you're shorting the dollar, you're like, okay, this thing's in my face. Second thing is look at like the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ's trading heavy. The S&P is kind of struggling here at the 4,300 level. And I'm not saying that the S&P is going to drop to 4,000 tomorrow, but I'm just saying that we are holding around this 4,300 level in the S&P, not able to really, you know, hit new highs. So even if we do one of these consolidations, right, like between now and tomorrow morning, what happens when we slip a little bit? You know, we slip a little bit, that the euro is probably going to slip a little too, right? And then you take the Aussie, look at the Aussies, it's like we're breaking all sorts of key support here. So Canadian, Loonie looks strong. I mean, what happens if we start testing this trend line up here in the Loonie? You know, I thought we were going to drop, but we're holding up. And like I said, if you are here, I'll tweet it. These are always fun, right? This is how you can. This is one of the other things that I do. You guys know I'm obviously I'm on Twitter. Some of you guys, you know me from Twitter, right? So I'm going to tweet this, and I do this for a reason. So watch this. Give me a second. And I'll tell you why. Hold on, just 1 second. You guys think I might be making fun of people, but I'm not. When I tweet this, you probably just saw my tweet. For those of you that follow me via Twitter, it's like I just tweeted this. If you're a short dollar index into tomorrow's non-farm payroll, you may be, right? Tony, loon to the max of that airplane, love it. Yeah, I know. But I do this because I'm looking for reaction. I'm not necessarily making fun of people. Of course, you know, I'm long, so it's like whatever. But I'm doing it because I want to gauge how many people like this video. If a lot of I'm getting a lot of likes, you know what that means to me? It means that the market's short or long the dollar right now. And that I think about that, you know, when I'm in, I'm like, maybe I don't know. Like I'm obviously long the dollar Canadian, short the Aussie. I might pull a little bit of profit soon because I know everybody's on the bandwagon right now, right? Everybody's like, oh yeah, you know, screw those dollar shorts, blah, blah, blah. But I have enough of a following that's organic. You know, I've been tweeting on Twitter for 11, 12 years. So all the people that follow me are organic. I never paid for any followers, which you'll know when there's certain people, they tweet, all of a sudden they got like 40 likes and a couple retweets. And it's like, dude, you hired those bots and it's so ridiculous. And I've actually watched people do that over the years. It's just like, anyway. But I use Twitter for other reasons, you know, obviously to communicate with people, but it's also, you know, learning, you know, behavior from traders too, because it's all behavioral too. That factors a lot into my trading. So I have the benefit of, because I've been tweeting for so many years, I have a lot of people that follow me and that are actual traders that, you know, I can tell, you know, if people are on the bandwagon or not. And right now, I think a lot of people are, you know, long the dollar going into this, which also will, I think about like, okay, well, what is the upside in the dollar? Let's say we have a really good piece of data. If we do, and we push up towards this 92.85 level, this resistance here, I might be a little bit nervous about holding longs, knowing that so many people are probably bullish the dollar going into tomorrow's number. You know, those are the types of things that I factor into like my decision making, right or wrong. You know what I mean? So anyway, that's that. Let's talk a little bit about S&P. Like I said, I kind of covered that already. Let's talk about precious metals. Gold and silver a little weaker, which is giving the dollar that boost. You can see here's silver, pretty big rejection from that 2650 level. Gold is, you know, rejecting this resistance. So I think we have to do this. I hate doing it, but I'm going to do it. At least for just a second, right? We might look like that. I'll just leave it for now. You know, as long as we stay below 1800, I guess that's the way we have to look at it. It's not the prettiest picture in the world, but still gold is gold's trading heavy. I shorted some euro yen a little bit earlier. You guys know that 132.50 level was big. If you use ForexAnalytix and you don't even, you know, you're not even in the chat rooms. Last night, euro yen is finding support of the 50% retracement. Wait, yeah, last night. It looks like we could bounce back to the 132.50 level resistance. As you know, I told people in the chat room, I'm trying to sell at 132.50. I sold a little bit of 29. $29. I was going to sell a little bit more if we could just squeeze a little higher up there, but Canadian yen right up against resistance, right? Those are all kind of things that, you know, I was paying attention to ahead of the jobs report. I don't know if I'm going to stick around in these, but just trying to scalp a little bit before and make a little bit before tomorrow. I want to get a little bit of a cushion, right? Leon said, I've just figured out the big news contra joining as a new technical analyst for FA. Oh, Leon, you're funny. Leon's great. Leon's been in our chat rooms for, shoot, Leon, you were in the Wise Trade chat rooms before ForexAnalytix, because I know we had a little bit of an issue getting you in. So Leon's great. He doesn't talk much in the chat room, but when he does, when he talks, people listen. Is that E.F. Hutton? I forget who that was. Anyway, who was that? What is that from? So-and-so talks. People listen. US dollar, Norwegian krona. Remember, we're heading back up towards this 200-day moving average right up here. Aussie, Kiwi are both trading heavy. Dollar Mex is, you know, it's interesting. We struggled right around this trend line here. I thought we were going to make it back up towards 2020, but you know, we've made it as high as 2008. I think the dollar max is probably done for now, unless stocks really start to roll over. Notice copper. Copper is trading a little heavier this morning or today. I say this morning. Morning for me, late in the day for you probably. But copper trading a little heavy. Look at how we've rejected the underside of this trend line. See this? Okay. Let's delete this really quick and let's do something else. That was a little bit more. I thought it was a little bit more than a 38% retracement. So this is a 50% retracement. So as far as copper goes, I think copper will be a good tell tomorrow. This is one of those that watch it post jobs data. In the event copper breaks 430, if it breaks this, this is complete risk on. Matter of fact, what I'll do is I'm going to set this risk on Blake E. So if we break above that, then that would signal to me it's risk on. Catherine, Kate in our chat room. Blake, what do you think about the Canadian yen? I'm short, but not sure whether to hold it or it may bounce back here before NFP. Thanks. I got short the Canadian yen this morning at 89.89. So I'm up 6-7 pips, and I should have waited for 90. I know I should have waited for 90.10. Actually, I think is the number I was actually looking for. You know, I don't look, if you're unsure, and we're going into a period of, you know, this is a jobs report. Anything can happen, and if you're anybody that tries to guess it is it's just a guess, and you know, somebody guesses it right and you're like, whoa, that guy's good. No, it's just a guess. I mean, you know, I think technically you can say, all right, well, as long as we're below 90.10, then it's bearish. You know, you can stay short if you really want to risk it. The flip side is, you know, pull some profits and book it. You know, bird in the hand is better than two in the bush, right? So book it and then, you know, revisit it tomorrow. Because you know that if we go risk off, the Canadian yen is a short. What we may be doing here is this. So looks symmetrical right now. Maybe we make it down to 89.30. I wouldn't mind holding it till then. I haven't made a decision. I'd really like to see what equities do, but it looks like equities are just going to stay here, to be honest, you know. Anyway, but maybe people get a little nervous, you know, going into tomorrow morning, especially after the ISM number. So that's it. Anyway, guys, I hope you have a great one. I will not be there for an NFP. Just remember, it should be fairly simple for tomorrow. Strong data, buy dollars. Weak data, sell dollars. Because weak data, strong stocks, strong data, weak stocks. That's the way it should work. That's my plan. I could be wrong, but I think that's what it's going to look like. Gorkum says, what about between 600,000 or 700,000? I would say it's in line. You know, stocks will probably stay bid, because anything that's close to the number, which let's say we're looking at 700,000 or less, even 700,000, I would think that stocks go up and the dollar gets sold, because market was expecting more, right? So if it's $600,000 or $700,000, probably going to get sold, and you know, S&P is already at highs. Why can't we see 4340, 4350, 4370, the 161% extension? Like, what's stopping the stock market right now from going here or here? Nothing. Only thing is strong data. If the data is strong, like let's say we create 1 million jobs and average hourly income is ticking higher, then stocks may not like that so much. And the funny thing is we could get a spike up in the S&P, and then, you know, spike up, people go, whoa, good number. And then, you know, you sell into that. All right, guys, you're the best. Thank you all for hanging out. And I hope you guys have a great day, and book profits while you can. Lock some in, at least some. Get your stops to break even. Protect yourself. We'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.